The OSU tailbacks go deeper than just the one you know about. I'm Barry Trammell along with OSU writer Scott Wright. This is an OSU update. And Scott, Cowboys are led this coming season by Justice Hill, superstar tailback, threatening all kinds of Cowboy records. But the OSU tailback corral actually goes a lot deeper than just Justice Hill.
Yeah, it really does, which is it's a good thing and a bad thing. You've got a really good running back that you want on the field a lot, and then you've got a bunch of other really talented guys that you want to get involved too. So it's going to be a little bit of a juggling act for Mike Gundy to get all these guys involved. But J.D. King, who we saw last year as a true freshman, come in and be the backup. Had a really impressive year as a number 2 guy. Got some important action at that West Virginia game when Justice Hill was a little bit dinged up. And you've got L.D. Brown, who's been around for a while, smaller guy that can do a lot of different things, and Chuba Hubbard, the redshirt freshman who everybody was waiting to see last year before he ended up redshirting, the speedster from Canada that the fans just love. And he has bulked up quite a bit in his year on campus. So all of those guys, plus Jamil Jeter is on campus in the new class. Obviously nowhere for him to fit in right now, so he'll be looking at a redshirt year. But a Swiss Army knife of running backs for Mike Gundy to choose from.
Of course, everybody knows about Justice Hill, but J.D. King, you wrote about his strength and getting it going in Rob Glass's weight room. ESPN liked some of the video that went out about the strength of J.D. King.
Yeah, absolutely. He ended up on SportsCenter on their top plays with his power clean video, and then on Monday of this week actually upped the weight about 20 pounds and did it again. So we'll see what kind of attention that gets from folks around there. But really impressive numbers that these guys are doing. There's been some more Justice Hill videos. Of course, he had one last year that really shocked a lot of people with the squat numbers that he was putting up. So these videos have been getting out. There've been some on Chuba Hubbard as well, and different guys. So these guys are really taking advantage of the opportunity in Rob Glass's program with Gary Calcagno helping out and increasing their strength, their muscle mass, their weight, and you're seeing it produce on the field.
Chuba Hubbard, you mentioned the guy that redshirted last season, but this is a Canadian guy from Ontario, I think. But anyway, he's from Canada. We don't think of speed as being from Canada, but this guy's one of the fastest Cowboys out there. How fast is Chuba Hubbard?
Very. I mean, that was the one thing that Mike Gundy sort of hesitated about whenever it came time to choose whether or not you're going to redshirt this guy. And they weren't set on it for a long time because they kept running him with the first team rather than just sticking him on the scout team like most redshirt guys get. He was running with the starters in practice and the first and second team guys throughout the week in practice, and then obviously wouldn't play on game day. But they were ready to use him if things went that way and they needed to with injuries or whatever it might be. So he's a guy that they've seen when he gets into open field, he is gone. Nobody's chasing him down. And the interesting thing about him, he came in at 6'1", 190. He's at about 207 pounds right now, and looks just crazy athletic and muscular right now.
Last question. Oh yeah, Justice Hill's still around. How good is Justin Hill going to be good? 2 monster seasons already in the books. Just a junior.
Yeah, Mike Gundy said at Big 12 Media Days he thinks he's going to be even better, thinks he'll be more comfortable, be able to relax and just play his game. Justice says that he's up over that 200-pound mark, about 205 pounds now, which was something that was important to him in this offseason to get up past that 200-pound mark. He feels like he can be a more effective player there. He's a guy that has always been really strict about his nutrition. He drinks a gallon of alkaline water a day, which is something he's done for a long time. This is stuff that's really important to him, and he's stuck with it. And he's a really mature kid in that way that he can stick to a plan and follow it through. So at 205 pounds. Keeping the speed that he has. He says he can run a 4.29, that assuming his brother runs a 4.340, giving his brother a little bit of trash talk for his speed the other day. But Justice Hill, I think, has the capability to take his game to the next level. He's been really focusing on his receiving skills and making sure that he's ready to be available for Taylor Cornelius or whoever the quarterback ends up being in that realm of the game. So I think that the capability is there for him to have an even better season as a junior. Well,
the Cowboy tailbacks certainly look like they're in good hands. Stay tuned for further OSU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.